Jeremy Clarkson has said that he often thought the death penalty was barbaric, until recent times, as he said, an exception should be made for those who drop litter. Jeremy Clarkson, 60, has revealed that, every single day, people pull outside his diddly squat farm in the Cotswolds, eat lunch, and then lob all their packaging out of the window. The rubbish left by members of the public has made the former Top Gear host so infuriated that he believes they should be taken behind the nearest bush and bludgeoned to death. Opening up on litter left at his farm, Jeremy shared, "Every single day, on the scenic road that goes through my farm, people pull up in a gateway, have their lunch and then, before driving off to resume their day, lob all the packaging out of the window. I'd love to know what goes through their heads when they do this, and fervently wish it was a bullet," he added. A couple of weeks ago, he recalled, 2 elderly volunteers had been out cleaning up in dayglow vests. However, the litter problem quickly began again after they left. He continued, "Now it's as though they were never there, because the mountain of empty Stella cans and Bounty Bar wrappers is back." The incessant pile of rubbish on his land has even driven Jeremy to reconsider his previous views on the death penalty. Jeremy added in his The Sun column, "I have argued many times that the death penalty is barbaric and that it should not be used in a civilized country. However, an exception should be made for people who drop litter. They should be taken behind the nearest bush and bludgeoned to death. No trial, no last words, just instant death." Litter has become a frequent problem in recent weeks as lockdown restrictions have slowly begun to ease in the UK and warmer weather has encouraged people to sit outside in parks. As the coronavirus pandemic soon becomes nothing more than a memory, Jeremy believes the left could place all the blame of the virus death toll on Boris Johnson's shoulders. The Grand Tour host hit out at members of conservative opposition, as he believes when a public inquiry begins into the coronavirus death toll, they will wonder why so many people died of COVID-19. The Top Gear host believes the left are circling like hyenas, ready to pounce when opportunity strikes. He shared in his The Sunday Times column, "One day soon, when we are all on a beach drinking wine and eating cheese, there will be a public inquiry to establish why so many people in Britain died of COVID-19. And it'll be a complete waste of time and money because, after many years of huffing and puffing and some amdram mock incredulity from the panel, all of the blame will be landed with a big fat wallop on the shoulders of Boris Johnson." You can already sense the hyenas of the left, circling and gurgling, aroused by the bloodbath to come. "For months now we've been listening to their questions in press conferences, and they're not really questions at all," he added. Jeremy claimed many of the questions asked to Mr. Johnson during conferences are simply unanswerable, as some try to infer he is Britain's biggest serial killer. The Top Gear star also admitted the PM could have played a better game in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, he has only come to that conclusion through hindsight. In the future, Jeremy believes Mr. Johnson could make different decisions after now having experience dealing with a global pandemic. He continued, "No one knew, back then, what to do and what would be for the best. It was a case of sticking your wetted finger into the wind and following the advice of whatever boffin had the most letters after his name."